Hello, everyone. I'm Janine Deeb. I am here at Five Diamond with none other than Doyle Brunson. Doyle, I know you were debating to play, and it was a tough decision, but what made you decide not to play?
I decided because the cash games were running around the clock that I had rather play in the cash games, and I'm a late riser, and to get down here at noon is about. I usually don't get up till 10 or 11. I go to sleep at 2 or 3 in the morning, and so it's just convenient. Plus, the tournament is pretty confining for 6 days. If you're lucky enough to go that far, and I just thought it would be more fun to play the cash games.
And I know you've always been more of a cash game player, right? But back in the day, when did you decide to start playing tournaments, or did you always kind of mix up tournaments and cash?
I used to play tournaments simply just to promote poker, to bring the players to the casinos to play in the cash games, and that was really the purpose of the tournaments to start with. They've evolved now to where they're very lucrative and everything, but as you get older and everything, the time restraints, it's just tougher.
My dad used to tell me people would play in the tournaments and then they'd see the cash games starting and just ship all in and try and get over to the cash games. Were you like that?
That is true. I won a couple of tournaments trying to go broke in the tournament where I could get to the cash games, and I would get lucky, and then I would get a lot of chips, and then I would settle back down and play and try to win. But yeah, 2 tournaments I can recall that I did do that.
I also heard you say, or maybe you tweeted it, that you've only had one losing year in your entire poker career. How is that possible?
Well, a year is a long time. The year that my losing year was, I had gastric bypass, and that was the year that I lost afterwards. And I look back on it, and I wasn't really feeling that good, and I played badly. And if you play badly, you're going to lose. And plus, we were playing really high. I remember I lost $6 million at the World Series of Poker, the cash games that year, and I never did recover from it. No.
Did you ever play house games? Because I know that's where most poker players go broke.
No, I never did. Well, maybe in my 20s back in Texas, I might have gone to the crap table a few times, but not in recent years. I think anybody that's got any really true perspective of being a professional gambler knows better than go to those house games.
Yeah, you would hope so. What do you think of the turnout so far here at Bellagio with the Five Diamond tournament?
The turnout is great. I like the concept of being able to read by. I like the hours, especially. If I was ever going to really look for a tournament to play, this would be it, because the hours are good, and a lot of people here, and it's just it's exciting. I'm glad that they're having the tournament.
And I know it oomps up the cash games for you. One last question. If you never decided, or if you back in the day at one point when you were on that losing streak, did you ever consider quitting poker and doing something else for a living? And did you ever think about another career ever?
Not at that point. I had already committed to being a professional poker player. But back when I was young and just got married, I had a master's degree in education, and I had planned on being a teacher and a coach and going to the administrative part of the school system. And I actually had planned on doing it. And then when I came down with this terminal cancer, they called it, back 40-something years ago, that I decided, that I wanted to do what was fun, wanted to do what I thought was I could have the best time doing, and life is just thin trickle of blood, and when it stops, you're gone. So you should do whatever that you do that you enjoy during your lifetime, and that, for me, that's playing poker.
And I think you still became one of the best poker teachers, and you have great books, so it looks like it worked out both ways.
Yeah, it's been a great life. I don't have any regrets about not going into something else.
Well, we're glad to hear that, and I'm glad you're here. And thank you for doing the interview. Once again, Doyle Brunson, Janine Deeb.